Hi, welcome to the companion video for the Autumn-Winter 2024 block of classes. So I'm going to go through the main class exercises, reps of 10, and then on my right hand side over my head there will be a progression of that exercise, so a harder version of the exercise, and on my left hand side there will be an easier version of the exercise. The exercise program here presumes that you've already done a warm-up similar to the warm-up that we do in classes, and all the usual things apply in classes. Exercises should be comfortable, they should be challenging but within your capabilities as you're doing in your class, and they shouldn't cause any pain, they shouldn't cause any increase in symptoms, and they shouldn't cause any lingering discomfort. You shouldn't exercise if you don't feel well, and if you start to feel unwell while exercising, stop exercising, and if things don't improve, seek some help. Okay, so warm-up is done. So our first exercise is going to be our lunge. So everything is nice and relaxed, breathing is relaxed, and then when you're ready, we're going to step forward with the right leg and down into a lunge, kneecap on the right leg pointing forwards. Both sides of the pelvis are level with each other, so watch for a dip on one side. Try to stay relatively upright. 3 little glasses of water, one here, here, and here. You're trying to keep those glasses of water full to the brim, don't spill a drop. Coming down into the lunge for 1, and back out, and 2, 3, 4. Anchor the front foot down into the ground, push up that front foot to come back again. 5 and 6, push through the front foot, and 7, down with control, push. You don't have to do these at my pace, do them at your own pace. 8, and you don't have to do 10. 9 and 10. Opposite leg, keep an eye on your breathing, make sure you're not getting short of breath at your own pace. 1. If you have any issues with balance or you find it hard to balance, pop a hand on a piece of furniture and stay static. So rather than lunging, you're just going up and down. This is 4. Kneecap tracking in the space between the first and second toes. Up nice and tall. 5. Both sides of the pelvis level with each other. 6. Keep lunging if you're comfortable with the lunge. 7. Static if you don't feel confident to lunge. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. And making sure breathing is comfortable. No more than a 4 out of 10 effort for your respiratory or cardiorespiratory effort. Our next exercise is the T-band pull. So we've got a band and we're holding it at the breastbone. Shoulders away from the ears, breathing is relaxed. And then when you're ready, pulling the hands away from each other, drawing the shoulder blades together, and control your recoil. Watch the breathing. 2, pull the shoulder blades together. This is a breath holding exercise. 3, 4, remember to work at your own pace, not necessarily mine. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you're looking to repeat those 2 exercises again to complete that little superset. Don't go back to your lunges until you're happy that your breathing is under control, and then again, just a reminder, make sure that you don't go beyond that 4 out of 10 breathing effort. So when you've done your second set of lunges or squats or split squats, whatever version you're doing, and your second set of T-pulls, then take a little bit of a break, and then we go on to the second superset, which is the deadlift and overhead press. So we're going to start with the deadlift. So we're up tall, feet anchored into the ground, nice and firmly anchored into the ground. Breathing is relaxed. You can use a band or you can use a weight, whatever you're using in the class for this exercise. If you're using a band, you're standing on it. Legs are hip distance apart. And then from here, remember the technique with the deadlift, it's a hip hinge movement we're looking for. My knees are over my ankles at the moment and they're going to stay there. I can bend them, but I'm not bringing them back behind my ankles and I'm not letting them drift forward. So up tall, shoulder blades towards the back pockets, breastbone shining forward, long spine. Hold that imaginary peach or lift your head as you come down into a hinging hip position. So this is all hip movement, it's all happening here. My breathing is relaxed. My knees are bending a little bit because of the pressure on my hamstrings and the backs of my legs. And then from here, I'm coming out of my hip hinge, using my hips again. So I'm going to pull through my pelvis to come up for one. And control as I come back down again. And coming up for two. And down all the time. Hands are just holding the band. They're not moving, they're not getting involved. And three. And hips go back as you go down. And four. And five. And six. Watch the shoulder girdle. Don't let the band or your weight or even your arms pull you forwards. Keep those shoulder blades to the back pockets and the spine long. 7, I think. 8. 9. And 10. If you are using a weight for that instead of a band, you take your weight, hold it in one hand, or sorry, between your two hands, one weight between two hands, or you can have two separate weights. In either case, you're keeping your weight close to your trunk, skimming off your legs as you come down into your hip hinge or deadlift position, and then pulling forwards. Okay, and then our last exercise is overhead press. Actually, I'm going to use the weight again for that, with biceps curl. So if you've done the harder version of the lunge exercise and you've done the version with the overhead press where you're doing this, then don't repeat overhead press here, just do the biceps curl part. If you haven't already done this part, then do the exercises I'm going to do it now. Standing tall, we're doing one side. You can do both, but one side might make your some of your trunk muscles work a little bit harder. Keeping tall through the spine, handshake position to start with, bend the elbow and push up for 1. Coming back down again, handshake position, turn the palm into the shoulder, 2, and down. Don't allow the weight to cause you to sway, 3, and 4, feet firmly anchored, shoulders away from ears. 5, push up and reverse. 6, at your own pace. And 7, 8, up to 10, you don't have to do 10. 9, work with the intensity you're working on in the class. And 10. Opposite arm, up tall, relaxed breathing, handshake, palm in, 1. And to shoulder for 2. And 3, feet firmly anchored. 4. 5. Probably a little bit fast here. Getting a bit of sway in. 6. And 7. Nearly there. 8. 9. and 10. That's your second superset. So you're back to your deadlifts and your overhead presses with biceps curl again for your 2 sets of up to 10 of each of those. And then when you're finished everything, just making sure your breathing is relaxed, back to diaphragmatic breathing, and that you're not carrying any muscle tension. And that's it.